This is just porn. Hello and welcome to That Man. That is me merchandise, and today we're talking about a title that builds up your expectations, raises you up so high, only to kick you in the balls, kick you when you're down, berate you a little bit, drag you along the mud, only to buy you a nice swift pint at the end of it. That is, we are of course talking about that classic series, Destiny Lovers. And before we start, if you like this kind of content, if you like this kind of thing, please leave a like, please consider subscribing, leave a comment down below. It really helps out the channel. Now, Destiny Lovers, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I had absolutely zero expectations from this one, apart from the fact that I expected it to be a bit ecchi. And you know what? It's more than a bit ecchi. Don't tell Funimation, they might license it. Now, Destiny Lovers tells you the story of a young man, a virgin, who is keeping himself pure. All of a sudden, one day he wakes up and finds himself strapped to a chair, and a beautiful woman tries to have sex with him, and he's like, no, no, no! I can kind of see where the author's trying to go with this, a whole kind of thing of restraint. Oh yes, you don't do it, but it's a beautiful woman, you should be begging to have her have sex with you, all of that kind of jazz. And he's just like, no, 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 I made a promise with someone, who just turns out to be the head jailer. Yeah, Destiny, that is what it is. So it's one of those series that I picked up, and I picked it up on a whim. I picked it up for absolutely no reason. No reason whatsoever. The cover did not attract me to this series whatsoever. Yeah, I kind of read some of the reviews for this one, and I was kind of like, I had mixed opinions, so I went in with a very, very low expectation. And I was pleasantly surprised. Turns out when you have zero to low expectations, you can be more surprised at the quality of a manga. I'm not gonna lie, this manga is out to titillate. This manga is out to make you all excited. But there actually is an intriguing story behind a lot of this manga. Intriguing indeed. So, this man, he finds himself waking up in this chair, this woman trying to have sex with him. He manages to not do anything, and then he ends up in prison. Yeah, this is starting to sound a little bit like a certain other series. You know, a certain other series that may have a complete history up there. Yeah. Yeah. You know, maybe, check that one out. But while it differences from that one, that was more of a pure ridiculous comedy. This is just kind of, do not have sex with these women or you might die kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of got mixed messages from it. So essentially the plot for this one is that this man wakes up, he's in a prison, these women are trying to have sex with him, and he discovers that his beloved promised girl, because we have to have a promised girl in there, is the head jailer. However, he soon discovers a few other men who are also virgins, and they kind of like, they've not had sex for whatever reasons, and some of them are weird, like one's like obese, so everyone finds them disgusting because, of course, as well as attempted rape, we have to have fat shaming in there as well. Another one, he's a clean freak and he's just like, get away from me, disgusting woman. Another one's a pretty boy. And another one's a punk. So they try and escape. And when they try to escape, they discover one of the women shooting another person. They're like, oh dear, we're gonna get killed. And they kind of think if they lose their virginity, they will get killed because there's no reason for them to live anymore. Yeah, so there is a little bit of intrigue and mystery in here. The women, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they are all kind of what you would expect from typical tropes. We are starting to get a little bit of focus on some of the women. For example, one of them is just like, well, they'll not resist me because I'll give them everything they want, and then deny it, and they come begging for me. I'll sleep with them in their rooms and manipulated so they can touch me, and once they start begging, they'll do it. And I was just like, yeah. And then something interesting happened. Something interesting. So, spoiler alert. It turns out they're in a facility, and it looks like they're going to try and repopulate the human race. The very end page of the manga of volume 1 shows this world that has been completely destroyed, and yeah. So Destiny lovers, is it worth reading? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie, it was better than I expected. It had problems out the wazoo, but once I kind of took the initial impression that this is essentially just an excuse to make a hentai, I kind of settled on it, and I was just like, you know what, that's kind of what you would expect going in from it. The first few chapters are literally just porn, and I was kind of like, yeah, at first I was like, yeah, and then I was just kind of like, you know what, well, this is what it is. I don't know why I expected anything else. It's under Go Manga's, Go Manga 7 Seasons Ghost Ship label. I should not have expected something kind of like My Hero Academia or Black Clover from this. And I'm not going to lie, some of the twists and turns in this manga really intrigued me. I really enjoyed what it had to offer in terms of the narrative. Everything else was just stupid, and everything else was kind of problematic, but yeah, it wasn't a bad manga at all. It was kind of fun. But in the end of the day, if you're going in and you're expecting hentai or you're expecting porn, that's what you're going to get. And I'm not going to lie, the artwork was done remarkably well. As you can probably imagine, the guy did hentai beforehand. And it's one of those ones where I kind of can't fault it for that. It's pretty much upfront and honest with what it is. It's not one of these series where you're going to be reading it and just be like, it's just random hentai thrown in with a complex plot or whatever. But yeah, Destiny lovers, it really surprised me on how, I don't say good it was, but how it presented itself. It was better than expected. It was better than expected, I suppose. Yeah, and that's it from me. Let me know in the comments if you've read it, and like I said, if you have not checked it out so far, please do check out the complete history of Prison School, an absolute passion project from myself. And if you haven't done so already, please leave a like, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Thank you for coming. Thanks again for staying. Goodbye.